Have you ever stopped for a moment while you're at work, tired and stressed, staring at the clock hoping it will start ticking faster, and wondering what it would feel like if money just arrived in your account every single week without you having to work for it? Imagine checking your balance every Friday, and instead of just seeing your paycheck, you see extra money that flows in like clockwork. Money that doesn't come from working more hours, doesn't come from stressing yourself out, but comes simply because you own the right investments. Wouldn't that change everything about the way you think about money? Now here's the real question. What if I told you that there are stocks out there, stocks that actually pay you not every quarter, not every month, but in a way that can give you income practically every single week of the year? Think about that for a moment. Weekly income, automatic, steady, almost like a paycheck you didn't have to clock in for. Doesn't that sound like a dream? But here's the secret. It's not a dream. It's something real. And today, I'm going to reveal 12 dividend stocks that are structured in a way that if you combine them smartly, you can literally have dividends landing in your account every week. And I can reveal you now that the 9th stock is the best one, but let me know first in the comments if you already knew some of them. First, let's keep it simple. A dividend is just a payment companies make to shareholders. You buy a share, you become part owner of the company, and they share a piece of their profits with you. Normally these payments come every 3 months. Some companies pay monthly. But here's the clever part. If you combine enough monthly payers with different schedules, you can literally set yourself up to get paid every week. It's like having your own money printing machine without ever breaking the rules. So let's start. The first stock I want to introduce is Realty Income, ticker symbol O. If you've never heard of this company, don't worry. It's known as the monthly dividend company. Why? Because it has paid dividends every single month for decades. Realty Income owns thousands of properties all across the United States. They rent these buildings out to big names, like Walgreens, 7-Eleven, Dollar General. And all that rent money flows into their pocket, which then flows into yours as a shareholder. Just imagine, while you're sleeping, while you're eating, while you're out with friends, all those stores are still operating and sending rent checks to Realty Income. And Realty Income sends part of that rent straight to you every single month without fail. That's stock number 1. But remember, one company alone won't give you weekly income. For that, you need more players on the team. And remember that the more you invest, the more they will pay you every week. So if you want to invest more, one way could be by opening a YouTube channel that pays you every month. And I will help you if you join my free Telegram community with the link below. Enter Stag Industrial, ticker symbol STAG. This is another real estate investment trust, but instead of retail stores, it focuses on industrial properties like warehouses and distribution centres. Think Amazon, FedEx, and other giants that need massive space to store and move goods. Every package you see being delivered could mean rental income for STAG, and that translates into dividends for you. The beauty is, STAG also pays monthly. Now you're stacking one monthly payer on top of another, filling in the calendar gaps. By now you're probably thinking, okay, but how do we actually get to weekly income? Stick with me, because when you add more of these together, the magic happens. Third on our list is Shaw Communications, ticker SJR. It's a Canadian telecom company that used to operate independently, but is now part of Rogers. Telecom businesses are steady. People always need internet, phone and TV. Shaw pays its dividend monthly, and when you line it up with Realty Income and Stag, you start filling more weeks of the year. But we're just warming up. Number 4 is EPR Properties, ticker EPR. This company owns entertainment properties. Think movie theatres, ski resorts, amusement centres. While some businesses are seasonal, people's desire for fun never disappears, and EPR turns that demand into monthly payments for its shareholders. That's another slot on your weekly calendar filled. Now let's get into something different. Pembina Pipeline, ticker PBA. This is a Canadian pipeline company that transports oil and gas. Energy is one of those industries that people depend on no matter what. Lights need to turn on, cars need to move, factories need to run. Pembina has a steady flow of revenue, and it rewards shareholders every single month. That's number 5 on the list. At this point, we've built a solid foundation of monthly payers, but we're not stopping there. Let's move on to number 6, Gladstone Investment Corporation, ticker GAIN. This one is a business development company. Instead of owning properties or pipelines, it invests directly into small and medium-sized businesses across America, providing them with capital in exchange for returns. And those returns are shared with you every month in the form of dividends. Next up, number 7, Main Street Capital, ticker MAIN. Similar to Gladstone, this company invests in smaller businesses, helping them grow. In return, it collects steady income and passes it along to shareholders. Here's what makes Main Street special. Not only does it pay monthly, but it often sprinkles in special dividends when business is particularly good. That's like getting a surprise bonus check without doing extra work. Can you see how this puzzle is forming? Week by week, these companies start to overlap and cover the entire year. You're essentially building your own income calendar. Now let's move to number 8, Prospect Capital, ticker PSEC. Another business development company. The pattern here is clear. These firms know that investors love consistent income, so they pay monthly. Add this one to your collection, and now your weekly cash flow grows stronger. But we're not done. Number 9 is SL Green Realty, ticker SLG. It focuses on office buildings, particularly in New York City. While offices have had challenges in recent years, the company is still committed to its dividend, and it pays monthly. This adds yet another brick to your dividend wall. At this point, you may be thinking, okay, but is this really every week? Here's where the trick comes in. These companies don't all pay on the exact same day. Some pay at the beginning of the month, some in the middle, some toward the end. By carefully choosing which ones to hold, you can stagger these payments so that almost every week, one of them is dropping money into your account. Let's bring in number 10, AGNC Investment Corp, ticker AGNC. This company invests in mortgage-backed securities, which might sound complicated, but here's the simple version. They earn interest income from mortgages, and they pass much of it to you as a shareholder. The best part, they pay monthly. That's another reliable check. Number 11 is EPRF, the ETF version of preferred securities managed by Invesco. This one is a bit different because instead of holding a single company, it's an exchange-traded fund that holds a basket of preferred shares, which often pay steady dividends. And yes, this one pays monthly too, giving you more diversification and smoothing out your calendar. And finally, number 12, Global Water Resources, ticker GWRS. This is a utility company that provides water services. Think about how essential water is. People can cut back on luxuries, but no one can cut back on water. That's what makes this type of stock so stable. And yes, Global Water pays monthly, so now you have 12 names. Each of these pays monthly dividends, but the key is that they pay at different times. When you own a carefully chosen mix of them, you can set yourself up so that nearly every week, one of them is sending money into your account. Just imagine opening your brokerage app and seeing that little line that says dividend received pop up almost every week. That is real passive income. That is money that keeps coming in, whether you're at work, on vacation, or even lying in bed. It's like building your own personal paycheck system without the stress of working extra hours. Now, of course, we need to be realistic. Dividends are never 100% guaranteed. Companies can cut them in hard times, but by spreading yourself across multiple industries, real estate, energy, utilities, business lending, you lower the risk. If one company stumbles, the others keep paying. That's the beauty of diversification. Think about it like this. Imagine you owned a small bakery and that was your only source of income. If the bakery has a bad month, you're in trouble. But what if, instead of just owning a bakery, you owned part of a gas station, part of a movie theatre, part of a warehouse, part of a utility company, and part of an investment firm? Even if one has a rough patch, the others keep running and keep paying you. That's exactly what this portfolio of 12 dividend stocks can do. So here's the big picture. Most people work their whole lives depending only on a job for income. They clock in, they clock out, and when they stop working, the money stops too. But the smart ones set up systems like this, where money keeps flowing week after week, year after year, regardless of whether they're working or not. Ask yourself, wouldn't you rather build a machine that prints your checks every week, instead of hoping you'll have enough saved up at the end? The truth is, weekly dividend income is possible. It just takes some planning, some patience, and the discipline to keep investing in companies that actually reward their shareholders. And now you know the 12 names that can help you do it, and I'm sure you loved the ETF number 8, right? So the choice is in your hands. You can watch the weeks go by working harder and harder for every dollar, or you can start building a portfolio that works harder for you. A portfolio that pays you while you sleep, while you rest, while you live your life. Because once you start collecting dividends every week, you'll never look at money the same way again. Or you can also choose to open your YouTube channel with my support, and this is literally the golden ticket to the end of this year that will give you a nice Christmas gift. If you want this, join my free Telegram community with the link below, so you can also have more money to invest. And if you like this video, subscribe to this channel and like the video, and I'll see you soon. Just a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for educational purposes only, and any results depend on your own decisions and actions.